Hello, welcome back, unless it's the first episode you've ever seen, in which case, welcome for the first time. I am Yorick, and this is Dishonored, and I am doing a terrible job at LPing it. Come join me. If you really want a good episode to start, the last one probably was a decent one, as I failed miserably. Anyway, this is the art dealer's apartment. Not too much here, besides some stuff that you can rob. But remember, it's not evil because the game doesn't give you evil points from stealing from other people who are barely making ends meet. Because if the game doesn't tell you it's evil, then therefore it isn't.
Not a chance. I think I remember having seen this painting at my grandmother's place. She wasn't a duchess.
Yeah, probably can't even sell it for junk. Not worth the time taking it off the wall.
I love these guys' logic.
See if them other two found something worth the trouble.
Well, it's out in the open in a museum, so clearly this must not be worth anything. Or at least form a museum. Seriously, once a picture gets to a certain quality, it's worth money. Period. I mean, I'm not even like an art critic, and pretty much anyone can tell that much, at the very least. Okay, he's knocked out. Also, you can find a lot of Sokolov's pictures here. 3 of them to be specific. I'm only going to get 2. There's the first one. Sokolov's self-portrait. Also, Sokolov's pictures, if you've been paying attention to the end credits for each mission, are one of the major collectibles, and they produce a lot of money, so they're something nice to pick up. Okay. I know how this all goes down because I've been here before. That's one thing I hate about stealth games. I mean, ideally you want the game to, be something where you quickly jump from silent, like point to point, trying to keep cover, taking out any nosy guards. But because it's all pre-programmed, you can just memorize the layout, which takes away a lot of the, well, I feel like, sort of the impromptu nature of, like, the first time I play each of these missions. It's like, really, okay, there's a guard there, move around, careful, I don't know the pattern. But once you figure out the layout, it kind of gets boring. I kind of wish a lot of these games had randomly generated guard layouts and what they're armed with, how they react to certain things. There's like a variety, like some guards are really smart while some are stupid. I think that would really keep replay value like super high and make it just overall a better game. The one thing I like about Dishonored that is not present in any other stealth game, in which, unfortunately, due to the games, I feel just general eclectic kind of throw everything cool together, and the, I'd say, overall bad level design, it's never really reinforced. But the best thing about this game is, unlike a lot of stealth games like old Splinter Cells, also that's where the last rune in this mission is. It's in the safe with another picture. I didn't bother to get the art dealer's number, so I can't break into it, so just know about it. I probably will show getting the art dealer's information in like an extra video, maybe. Okay, this guy is like a well-known assassin in this world, and a very wanted man. How did Sokolov get him to sit down long enough that he can take a professional portrait of him? Anyway. Maybe, I don't know all the backstory real well, but maybe far enough back in time he was an assassin or something. I don't know. Oh, I forgot about this. But yeah, I wish the level design more emphasized that, unlike a lot of stealth games where it's really kind of boring and tedious, where you just sit and wait for things to happen, which, there's some enjoyment to be had in that, but I like the way this one does it a little better, where, because of Blink and some other mobility upgrades, this game can be really fast-paced, and you can take people down quickly. Like, you notice how I strangled one guy, then teleported behind the second guy, and then got him quickly. There's a lot of missions where you can do things like that, where it's just impossible in any other stealth game, and it gives it a really fast and sort of frantic vibe that it's just really fun and addicting. But because this game doesn't really emphasize it and all those upgrades I described are optional, yeah, I don't really... I kind of wish more of the game kind of emphasized that sort of thing, but it doesn't really. You can play this like a really traditional stealth game when, I don't know, I would go with the unique aspect of your own game that makes it stand out from the crowd and is really, really fun. But, unfortunately that's what happens when you go with a game that gives you like a ridiculous amount of choice, is you dilute everything. Because everything has to be a viable option. Honestly, I think the Dishonored system would work better in a linear game. You know, I'll talk about that more later, because right now, it's going to be exposition heavy.
Ready to go back, Corvo? You made short work of things. Get in.
How did she find the boat? I can't believe I'm going to go through possibly most of this LP with low chaos. That's amazing. I guess we get to see the happy sappy ending, assuming this continues to go this well. I will probably in an extra video though show off the 2 other endings and the final mission on the evil route.
So you did the business, did you, Corvo?
Samuel.
I don't want to speak against my betters, mind you, but if anybody ever deserved their fate, it was those Pendletons.
Yes, Samuel. You never judge anyone.
Oh, grown-up business, girl. I mean, your ladyship. Forgive me.
It's okay. I heard a lot of grown-up business at the Golden Cat.
Oh, great.
I should concentrate on filing this.
Why do I feel that this is going to lead to an awkward conversation later? Trying to contextualize Emily's interesting experience at a bathhouse.
Young Lady Emily, I'm Callista. I'll be caring for you and schooling you while you're with us.
Pleased to meet you.
As am I. Would you like to see your room in the tower?
Can I see it?
Yes, you may. You'll get to see it all. The entirety of the Hound Pits.
Good. I think I'll like it here. I'll go with Callista, Corvo. I'll see you later.
You do not fail to impress. Armed with a blade, you changed the course of the city forever. And with the Pendleton twins gone, our own Lord Pendleton will assume their votes in Parliament. In one night, you've done more than most men do in a lifetime. I need to speak to you soon.
Thanks.
But for now, Lord Pendleton requests your attention.
To be fair, most people's lifetime spent sitting on a couch accomplishing nothing and whining about how the world is. So it's not that I'm great, it's that everyone else sucks. This is how you charm people over. It is a nice sunset, I have to say.
Corvo, the Loyalist conspiracy thanks you for your work. I don't know if I can. My own brothers. We never believed that you killed the Empress. It made much more sense that the Royal Spy Master, now the Lord Regent, was behind it, aided by some of his key allies. We spent a lot of money and exposed ourselves to great risk in getting you out of prison. But we did it because we believe that you're the one that can make the difference. Oh, and Havelock's looking for you.
Okay. Princess Pendleton's having a prissy little... I don't know what his problem is. Yes, I do, but it's still a bit like... I don't know, that just always seemed a little weird to me. And yes, I take the most parkour route to get anywhere. Just moving around in this game is like super fun.
All right, my friend. Martin's devised our next move. There's a footnote in Campbell's journal that tells us the Lord Regent's mistress sat for a portrait with Sokolov, the painter and royal physician. He'll be able to give us her name. Sokolov lives on Caldwin's Bridge about half the time, out over the river. The catch is that I'm afraid you've got to head out right away, while Sokolov is at his apartment on the bridge. Samuel can get you close to the bridge, but you'll have to find Sokolov. Bring him back here intact, and it'll enable us to make our next move. I can't believe what you've done so far. Escaping from Coldridge, taking down the High Overseer, recovering Emily. You make this old military man proud. That's it then.
Apparently not proud enough that you can, you know, give me a hot pocket. So I'm going without dinner again. Hello, Princess Pendleton. So I'm going without meals again. Yay.
Ask me for any gear you need.
I want an ICBM. That will take care of the High... Shoot, what is he? High Chancellor? God, he's a forgettable villain. I always forget his names and titles. Even though the propaganda thing is saying it every 15 seconds. In case you're wondering what an ICBM is, Intercontinental Ballistic Missile. Admit it, that would end this game in the tyrannical rule pretty quickly. Something tells me missile systems with advanced, targeting. I don't think that's quite well developed in this world. And yet, for some reason, having like Tesla coils that will only attack specific people actually does exist. That is weird. It's like a weird juxtaposition where some things are like super advanced and other things are kind of primitive. I don't know, I'd call it unrealistic. Technology moves in sort of... Oh. Okay, I'm done saving. Should have said that. Hey, Samuel. So yeah, technology moves in weird ways. You never know what's going to be more advanced than anything else, so why not?
Just climb aboard when you're ready.
And we go from probably my least favorite mission to my favorite mission in the game. This is, I feel, the best mission. And it shows off everything that's good about Dishonored. And level design basically rewards players, or it's built in a way that encourages the way Dishonored really should be played. A mostly linear straight path, but with a bunch of sub-paths, and you can choose which one to take depending upon your upgrades.
Caldwin Bridge.
So it's focused, but with still enough deviation that you can play around with it.
You haven't visited the bridge before tonight. Something to look out for. See all them lights on the water? That's right. We'll be spotted for sure. You're gonna have to shut off their power before I can pick you up. Now, about bringing Sokolov back alive. He's smart. Maybe even smarter than Piero. Got the whole gun wall under his thumb with all that natural philosophy business. New technology, potions and the like. Seems dangerous to me. But what do I know?
Okay.
Here we are. I'll meet you at the arches under Sokolov's place when you're ready.
Yeah, Mr. Passive Aggressive.
You've taken care of those floodlights.
I know, take care of the spotlights. I love Samuel. I'm not one to judge, but every time any person is ever mentioned in front of me, I have a 15-minute dialogue on my opinions on him and how he makes me sad. Everyone else knows that. I'm not one to judge, but here's my opinion on this person and why they're a terrible person and why I...
No, you don't remind them. You chase them down, and you give them a severely deadly beating is what?
Okay, yeah, I got it. Severely deadly.
That is one thing I'm not exactly fond of Samuel. He's kind of Captain Exposition, and the way he does it feels unnatural. If they'd made it that, he is kind of like he's someone lower on the class scale in this world, but kind of full of himself. He kind of uses the, I'm not one to judge, but it's kind of like a defense mechanism. I think that would have been more interesting than what they end up doing. But anyway, I'm thinking this episode is ending right about now, so see you later. And you can sleep here.
Attention all citizens. No pedestrian movement is allowed along Caldwin